Hi there, it's Dave. It's October the 10th, rather August the 10th, 2018, and it's around 10:17. What I wanted to say are two things. We've now we're into day 22 without a meal, and we're into week 6. Week 6 started on Tuesday without any asthma medicine. This has changed a lot, significantly. There's a couple of things. The May 11th assault in prison was a significant event. That was done by RCMP Commissioner Lucky. She personally ordered that as revenge, she thinks, for putting something up on a poster. I was put in a jail cell with a guy that was put in there to assault me when the door was locked and I was trapped inside. That's one event. The other thing is that 3 asthma inhalers have been stolen. Excuse me, in a row. The first was stolen. The second one, the face of my Gucci watch was smashed, and the asthma inhaler was smashed. The metal container was smashed out of shape so much that it wouldn't even fit inside the plastic. It was so out of shape. The third one was stolen. With the third one, there was the driver's license, the health card, and my mom's Gucci watch she gave me for my for a graduation present. All of that was stolen. None of it has been returned. So what we're at now is, I had an asthma attack a week ago. It was quite serious and quite frightening. I almost thought that I wasn't going to make it for a period. I can tell when it's getting out of control, and it was almost there. When that was happening, though, the clones walked by and didn't do a single thing. Not one person stopped and helped me. Not one person asked if I needed anything, if I was okay. They saw me struggling for breath on the ground, and they just kept walking by. I yelled at one, and she sarcastically turned around and said, "Oh, is there anything I can help you with?" The jackasses are running this and telling them in their earpieces what to say. So Cunt Lucky and Stephen Harper and Jody Wilson-Raybould and Greg Hatswell and that guy, that jackass former Toronto police chief from Scarborough, the family man from Scarborough that's into bestiality, he also is into this. He's a dirty, filthy fuck, that guy. Really, really filthy. Commissioner Lucky is one of the most dirtiest, foulest, evil among all of them. And this goes a long way, guys, because Stephen Harper is really not Mary Poppins. And to say that some of these people are worse, they are seriously foul, dark black people. Their whole entire soul is just putrid with rot and moisture and dampness and mold. That's what kind of a soul we're talking about. It's the most Cunt Lucky, and managed to escape me for a long time. And then all of a sudden something triggered, and I caught onto her, and now the whole mask is gone. The whole thing is gone. Where before she was completely invisible to me, now everything's out in the open. I can see everything with her. She is a dirty, filthy fucking pig. This one is foul. She had participated in murder sprees in Whitehorse and other communities up north. She actively looked forward to the weekends where she would be able to jump off those U-Haul trucks, grab those Aboriginal women, throw them in the truck, rape them, and then murder them. She thrived on this. Thrived on these weekends. She looked forward to them. She is murdered extensively and was a primary architect in the murder of 100,000 First Nations women over the last 10 years. Lucky is one of the most foul individuals I've ever encountered in my life. Knee-jerk reaction. The second thing we want to talk about is the RCMP. Frankly, at this point in time, I'm just going to be pretty blunt with you. You can go fuck yourselves for the rest of my life. I never want to see or speak to an RCMP officer ever in my life. You can be an asshole about this and force yourself into the situation and force yourself in front of me. Let's not even bother. I'm so goddamn fed up with you, scum. I'm so dead fed up with you, scum. Let's be honest with Canadians. You have been dirty as hell for not just 3 years, but 30 years. You have been dirty as hell for a long time. You started the secret police. You have been censoring people. Whenever a federal election was coming around the corner, anyone who supported a candidate you did not like, you automatically put a censor ban on them. You just did it all by yourself just to block them off. You did the exact same thing, fuckers, with the PM Harper letters. On September 2nd of 2015, you put an immediate block on all of my social media. I know this for certain. It's also important that Canadians know that the RCMP, including Bob Paulson and Cunt Lucky, tried to entrap me into having sex with dogs. It didn't work. They tried for 3 months. It went on from about October of 2014 to December of 2014. They tried with a male dog, that didn't work, and then they tried with a female dog, and that didn't work either. So they finally gave up on the dog. But it needs to be known, this is a fact. We're not entertaining whether this is a question or whether it needs to be improved. This is a fact. Cunt Lucky and Bob Paulson tried to entrap me into having sex with a dog for 3 months in 2014. They're avid bestiality experts themselves. All of this place in here, I'll be uploading some pictures to Facebook. There are at least 5 or 6 different places I found just today in Vancouver that say puppy one or puppy dog or raw dog. These people are into fucking dogs like there's no tomorrow. And they're not human at all. To them, having sex with a dog is like having sex with any other animal because they're an animal themselves. Do not look at it the same way we do. That is why I never get laid. I thought it was because they were just trying to punish me. But no, they just don't like having sex with humans. So that kind of puts me in an awkward position because I don't really like having sex with dogs. So that's why I never get laid in here. That needs to be said. Yesterday we had a real childish, I have to see if this is on good. Yesterday we had a really childish reaction. I left the library around 8 o'clock. I did a lot of work yesterday and today. I left around 8 and I wanted to get some weed. I didn't have any left. So instead of going downtown, because I have been staying around the University of British Columbia, it's right beside the Pacific Ocean. It's just right there. It's on the southwest end of Vancouver, but right on the ocean. It's nice out there. It's quiet. There's lots of trees around. So these reptilians? These reptiles, they can't get their signals if it goes through wood or sand or like a coarse or like a dense material, preferably organic because that's denser. So the signal can't get through. Unlike metal or brick, it can just bounce and go through everything. So you want to be near plant life. So there's lots of it out there, and it's nice. Excuse me. I got my cough there. What I want to say is we got the bestiality thing done and noted that this past week. So that's one thing. Yesterday I was going to go to get some... Sorry, I forgot you were on the camera. Yesterday I was going to get some weed. I decided not to come in downtown, which is where I was going with UBC because it's at the far end. It takes a good half hour to 45 minutes to get in here by bus, and depending what jack-off route they take in the middle, they just change routes all over the time, all over the place. But instead of coming downtown, I decided to just get on a bus for free and go maybe a 5-minute ride and get off, and I knew where I could just buy a storefront and just get a gram of weed there. So they got really pissed at this because they wanted me to come down here so that they could abuse me and harass me and stalk me and steal from me and touch me and all of this bullshit. So they took it this real personal thing that, I was slighting them. So what did they do? They cut my bank card. I went into the weed store. I had $10 on me, about $12, and so I was going to get it on my bank card. It was declined. It said the chip was not authorized and it was damaged. So I went to a bank machine that was in this weed store, and it was also declined there. I used the $10 and just got the gram instead of it was on sale, so I could have gotten an eighth for $24. So it would have been economical to get it, but I couldn't. So I stopped by a Bank of Montreal, and it also declined my card. So this was 3 in a row. It made no sense. 2 weeks ago, I was trying to buy a USB stick from a Best Buy vending machine at the University of British Columbia campus. It declined it. I went to a McDonald's after that to get a milkshake. It declined that. A week later, exactly the same Sunday, I went to buy a milkshake and it was declined. So these fuckers are all over the bank account. TD, obviously your systems are compromised and run by the secret police now, whether you knew that or not. They also deleted a transaction. Look, on June 14th, 2016, there should be a debit of under $2 on my bank card. It would be a different bank account at the time. They've erased it. So you're going to have your IT department or security dig around and find this actual transaction because they deleted it from my bank account now. They do this all the time. Look on my Facebook page today. You'll see that they deleted several of the pamphlets for the new Crimes Against Humanity by Canada's Secret Police. There's 4 sections of them, almost complete there now, and they took out the whole timeline, all 19 pages of it, and they took out 2 or 3 other things. I took a screenshot. I looked in about 20 minutes later. This is them.
My guy friends, not special friends.
They're clones.
Help me type it.
I don't know what's up there. Okay, so there's that. Where was I there? I'm almost there. This is the 3rd time or 4th time with the bank card then. They were pissed because I didn't come down here and let them abuse me. So in return, they cut off my bank card, so I couldn't get the 1/4 ounce. I could only get the full price one of $10 for 1 ounce, or 1 gram rather. I left there, so they're really pissed off that if you don't do exactly what they want, they punish you right away. They're really into, which is reptilian, right away. Reward, punishment, reward, punishment. That's how a reptilian brain works. And they do that all the time. If I do something that they don't like, I get punished for it. So I wasn't able to use my bank card yesterday, which is, I believe, a criminal act to interfere in a bank's systems. So someone should look into what happened with my TD bank card yesterday because they were fucking around. I got back to a payphone and I called the TD and they said, yeah, it was something with the chip, but I could tell the guy was just echoing the words I used. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He said there was nothing wrong with the account. And so I sat down to have a cigarette, and out of my left corner of my eye, I saw an RCMP cruiser. And I thought, oh, great, here we go. You just assaulted me 48 hours ago, and now you're back to assault me again. Sure enough, she was. This woman was the worst that I've met in months. She was an angry, foul bitch. She was horrendously condescending to me and sarcastic. She thought that she was king shit, and I was some fucking little hobo. I don't know where these guys get these ideas from. I don't know if they only deal with, people who are in these places, but they talk to me like I am simple-minded and I have a grade 9 education and I've never had a job in my life, and it's bizarre. It's truly bizarre how they approach me. This one, she was with Victor, who was the guy who was manhandled me for no reason on Tuesday at the library at UBC. That was when they tried to ban me from that campus as well. They banned me from Burnaby Library, and they banned me from Vancouver Library. Now they're trying at the UBC. So she got out of the car, she walked over, and she said, "What's your name?" And I was so startled. I thought, why are you coming out of your car asking me my name? Like, what's up? And I asked her why. She said, well, just tell me your name. Do you know who this man is? And she pointed to her partner, and I said, yeah. She said, how do you know him? And I said, I met him 2 days ago. Like, what the hell are you on, lady? Crack? Yeah, probably. They all are. And so she was all ready to throw me in jail again for for coming back onto UBC campus. And I thought, the dude's right there. He can vouch for it. So the dude started speaking and said, yeah, I said he could come back. And she said, oh. And then she said, well, you're not staying here all night, are you? And I said something like that, she said. And I said, no, I'm getting my cigarette and then I'll be going. She said, where are you going? Like, I don't know, fuck woman. Like, I need another joint the way you're going after me now. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not near you. So she said, well, you better not be staying here. And so she said, you should go downtown. Why don't you go downtown? They want me here so they can abuse me 24/7 and steal from me and molest me and everything else and have sound explosions. So, I'm so fucking goddamn sick of you cops. I'm so fucking goddamn sick of you. I am not afraid of you. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn guns. I'm not a violent person. So violence doesn't work with me. It does not work with me. I can't process it. I am so goddamn sick of your shit. You have taken everything from my life. You have completely fucking goddamn trashed my life. None of you motherfuckers is walking away. The Toronto police think that they could make me homeless 3 times and not have to be accountable for it? No. Everyone is going to be accountable for this. The situation is so explosive right now, I have no ability to survive. You stupid fucking goddamn cops have taken my driver's license. You've taken my health card. You took my mother's watch. You took 3 asthma inhalers. What the goddamn fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Now, I know you're not human, but I know you breathe. So you should be able to understand the concept of struggling to catch your breath. Why the goddamn fuck did you take 3 asthma inhalers, and why have you not returned one of them? I offered a $50 reward. I am done with your fucking goddamn bullshit. I'm getting out of this goddamn satanic dog fucking shithole now. I do not fuck dogs. Nice try, it didn't work. I'm not into dogs. Okay? I'm not into fucking dogs. I note that somebody here last week referred to Stephen Harper as a child molester, which I thought was interesting. I'm not into dogs. I'm not into Satan. I'm not into you. I haven't done anything wrong. If I am going to be in prison, I want to speak to a judge and find out why. Go fuck yourselves royally. Every fucking goddamn one of you. This is ending now. Now. You have committed multiple crimes. You have attempted to murder me multiple times. You attempted to entrap me with a fucking dog. Bow wow. Fuck yourselves. Do not ever talk down to me with sarcasm ever again. I am light years above you in intelligence, clone. I am sick of your fucking goddamn violence. I am sick of your fucking goddamn violence. I have been handcuffed 34 times now. I have been falsely imprisoned 13 times, and I have been assaulted about 15 or 16 times. Go fuck yourselves. Before you fuckers came into my life, I did not have one encounter with the Toronto police in 29 years. Not one. This is bullshit is fucking over. Over. Do not harass me. Do not bully me. Do not be sarcastic with me or shove it up your fucking ass. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Do not ever, ever disrespect me or violate me. This is your end. No one is walking away from what they have done. No one. I need a goddamn asthma inhaler, jackass. If I have an asthma attack, I could die. Get me a goddamn inhaler.